In this video, we're going to look at two different methods to upload the website files that we've created on our computer to a web server. So before you can do this, you will need to have made arrangements to have space on a web server. And that space will need to include FTP access. FTP, if you remember, stands for File Transfer Protocol. And along with that, you'll need an FTP address for your account and a username and a password. Okay, so assuming we have all that, the first method that I'm going to look at is using File Explorer in Windows. Now, my version of Windows is Windows 7 because I have an older computer, but if you have a more recent version of Windows, similar methods should work. Okay, so I've opened File Explorer, and I'm going to start by finding, here are the files that I've made for my website, my midterm project in this case. All right, so now that I've found that, this is on my computer, I need to open another File Explorer window for the server where the files are going to go. So I'm just going to hold Control and hit N to open a new File Explorer window. And now I need to enter the FTP address. So I'm going to enter FTP, and the address of my FTP server is ftp.eliweb.com. So I've entered that, and here we go. Okay, so what should happen now is that it connects to the server, and a box is going to pop up that asks for my username. And I would have had to get this from the server administrator. The username for FTP usually looks like an email address, although it's not an email address. So in this case, it's my name at eliweb.com, and then I need to enter my password. And hit log on, and I could save the password here, as you can see. All right, so here I'm connected, and there's really nothing in this window. So this window on the right, that's the server. This window on the left, that's the client. It's my computer. And all I have to do in order to transfer the files, and here's my index page, here's the folder with my graphics. I'm just going to select them both by holding down the Shift key and clicking on them. And then I'm just going to drag it from one window to another window. And it's copied, and there it is. Now it's on my server, it's on the internet. Another way to transfer files is to use an FTP program. And there are several free FTP programs out there. The version that I'm using right now is called Core FTP for Windows. There are other ones out there. If this one doesn't work for you, just do a web search until you find one. They're all very similar. Okay, so I've got this FTP program. Again, that stands for File Transfer Protocol. Got it open. And what we see here is two windows at the bottom. And this one on the left, this is my computer. And the one on the right, this is going to be the server. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to browse on my computer to where I saved the files that I made for my website. Here we go. All right, so here they are, the index page and the graphics folder. Okay, so now I need to connect to the server. Now in this particular FTP program, they're all a little different. I'm going to click on Sites and Site Manager. I'm going to give this site a name. I'm going to say New Site, and then I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it My Name. I'm going to type in the host, which was FTP : ftp.eliweb.com or whatever is sent to you. All right, so my username is my name at eliweb.com. Again, it always looks like an email address even though it isn't. Then I'm going to enter the password. and I don't need to change any of these other things, then connect. Okay, and again, here's my computer on the left and the server on the right. And all I have to do is select the things I want to copy by holding down the Shift key and clicking on them, and then just drag them over, and they copy. And I could go back the other way too. I could copy things from the server to my computer. All right, so let's test this and see if it worked. I'm going to go to my browser and I'm going to go eliweb.com/my name because that was the name of the account. And look, there it is.